And quickly before we get into this video, I'd like to give a shout out to Ahead for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to pick up cheap and reliable Rocket League items on one of the most trusted sites on the internet, make sure you actually check them out. First link in the description. You can buy and sell your Rocket League items and use code ZenicOfficial at checkout for 3% off your orders. Do you guys want to be in with the chance of winning these White Wonderments on my card right now, or £20 worth of V-Bucks to spend on whatever you want on Fortnite? Well, all you've got to do is drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on them post notifications, and comment your details down below. The winner will be announced at 15,000 subscribers. And once again, guys, here's another example of how we make insane profit just from these non-crate very rares. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm bringing you another Rocket League video, and in today's video I'm doing episode 7 of the brand new series of going from nothing to Dissolver. If you guys are unaware of what this series is, basically I'm going from one PCC crate all the way up to the brand new Dissolver mystery decal that has just come out of the brand new update. And if this is your first time seeing an episode of this brand new series or seeing one of my videos on my whole channel, make sure to click the link in the description. It will take you to a playlist where you can see every single episode before, so you can catch up to where I've actually come from. And if you guys want to see more of this series on the channel, make sure to smash that like button right now. 300 likes, and I'll bring out the next episode in just 2 days' time. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications to be notified whenever I upload a brand new video on the channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. So the very first trade of this episode is basically me just flipping 8 nitro crates into 4 non-crate very rares. And the reason I'm doing that is pretty much one PCC goes into every single one is what I'm paying. Because people on Facebook groups and loads of other groups as well will actually take quite a lot of these non-crate very rares for their BMDs and loads of other painted exotics and stuff like that, and loads of different sets. So they actually want to get loads of these non-crate very rares, and that's why I'm pretty much paying one PCC for every single one, and that is pretty much what everyone's paying on the market right now. After that, I find a buyer who wants to buy my Draco wheels, and he adds Infiniums and ads, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll just invite him to the game straight away. He put up the ads, which is just a few crates, but I wasn't complaining at all. Because think about it logically, the Draco wheels is about the same price as the Infiniums anyway. So if I'm getting all these ads with the Infiniums, I'm not going to complain about that. I'm just getting pretty much extra ads so I can actually use them in future trades and get either different non-crate imports or non-crate very rares or non-crate rares, even with the bad crates. So it's a decent trade right there. After joining a couple more trading lobbies, I find this guy that has a PCC import and he wants 2 PCCs. And I just said I'm only going to sell one of the PCCs because I have 2 nitros. And he was like, sure, he'll just do it. Because he knows in his head as well we can probably get a PCC out of the nitro. But I'm not too sure anymore, because the PCC crates are actually insane at the moment. People are taking 6 for their Taurus, which I did not think would actually happen considering the new crate. But that's the reason why the hype of the new crates dropped, so the PCCs are coming back on top. But even so, that's a decent trade right there. And then the same exact guy invited me straight back to trade after doing that one with the PCC Breakout Type S. And he said, yo, have you got any non-crate very rares? And I was like, yes, I've got plenty. So we put up a load of crates, and they were actually PCCs and a nitro crate. So I got myself 3 PCCs and 1 nitro crate for just 2 very rares. And remember what I was paying. I was paying 1 PCC max or 2 nitros for each one. And look at the profit I'm actually getting. That's either like 3.5 PCCs or 7 nitros, so that's actually a very good trade there. I then went on to look for a group. I found this guy that actually had a non-crate very rare, and I was thinking, why not get myself one of them back? I said I had a load of different crates, and he invited me to a game straight away. So I put up the crates that I had, and that I was offering, which was a nitro crate and another 2 that weren't as good. And thinking about it logically, that's around a PCC, maybe less than a PCC that I'm paying for another one. And if I can keep on making a profit I've been making recently with these non-crate very rares, I can make a decent amount of profit. And that's why I suggest you guys pay 1 PCC or 2 nitros for every single one that you buy. Then very shortly after doing that trade, I find a guy that actually wants to buy a PCC crate, and he has a non-crate very rare, and he adds ads. I didn't know what the ads were at the time, so he invited me to a trade. I was like, sure, I'll just join his lobby. And he added an anodized, which is actually pretty cool. Obviously the anodized hype has died down a lot. It used to be worth like a slipstream, and then it dropped to parallax, and then the next day it was like lab or something like that. I don't even know, but it's dropped quite a lot now, but I can still get at least 1 PCC out of that. So think about it logically, I'm getting at least 2 or 3 PCCs out of that trade. I then came across a guy that had PCC imports, and he said he wanted some crates. So I put up PCC crates, so I wasn't messing around. I wanted to get these imports in, because the import trade ups are actually very, very good, and they're obviously going up in price very, very slowly. As well, because of the double drop weekend that is coming, maybe, and I don't even know when it's coming, either this weekend or the weekend after, and I don't know. But anyway, nevertheless, if people are going to be paying a lot for these, I want to get my hands on some. And paying 2 every time is actually what everyone else is doing, so a very good trade there. Then later on that day, I found someone that wanted to buy some of my non-crate very rares, and he said he'll pay 2 PCCs each, so I was like completely fine with that. Because keep in fact, I was paying 1 for every single one, so if I'm selling each one for 2, that is double profit I'm making. And it was calculated, I don't really mind which ones they are, because obviously the calculators drop quite a lot as well. But I remember the Salty and the calculator, when they first came out, people were actually paying BMDs for them, which is pretty ridiculous. But even so now, they're still worth a little bit, but still, that's over double profit we made from that trade. And then very shortly after doing that trade, I find a buyer that actually wants to buy my PCC crates. And he said he has loads of non-crate very rares, and he said he could do 1 for 1. He said 7 for 7, and I was completely fine with doing that. But then he said he only has 3 of them, as he sold the others for 1 PCC each. So I was like, completely fine. I'll get myself 3 of these non-crate very rares just for 3 PCCs. A very basic trade, but obviously another profitable one, because I can at least get 1 back if I ever need to sell it, like, desperately. But most of the time, I'll probably get 2 for it. And then the next guy I come across, this guy had some non-crate imports, which I actually wanted to buy, because I have a buyer that pays a PCC each, which is what I thought. But you guys have to see in the next episode the amount of profit I get from these. Think about this now, I'm pretty much paying 2 nitro crates to get myself 2 of these imports. And you'll see next episode who I actually sell them to. He's actually another YouTuber, and he has a channel of himself. I'll link it in the video. But I get myself an insane deal, considering I paid 1 nitro for each of these imports right here. And that is the final trade we have got for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And we've actually made a lot of profit today, and it just shows you how you don't need to have BMDs and rich inventories to make a lot of profit on Rocket League. So I pretty much just bought and sold a load of non-crate very rares in this episode. I hope you guys have learned how to actually keep on buying them and making a load of profit. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button right now. 300 likes, and I'll bring out the next episode in just a couple of days. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys next time.